Hello and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into something I think is a total game changer. How you can use AI to build a real side income. Seriously, if you've ever thought about starting a business, you're going to want to stick around because the old rules just don't apply anymore.
You know, for years we've all heard about the dream of passive income. The idea that you could make money while you're on vacation or spending time with family or, literally while you're sleeping. But for most of us, it's always felt like this impossible goal, right? Just way too complicated or way too expensive to even try.
I mean, come on, who hasn't daydreamed about this? Setting something up just once and then waking up to see sales notifications on your phone. When I first heard people were doing this by selling simple digital files online, I was skeptical, to say the least. But it is happening, and it's a whole new reality for a new kind of creator.
And here's why that dream has always been so tough. In the past, starting any side hustle meant you were up against a mountain of obstacles. You needed a bunch of money just to get started. You had to worry about storing actual physical products, then shipping them out, dealing with returns, the customer service. And on top of all that, you had to be an expert, a graphic designer, a video editor, a pro writer. It was exhausting just thinking about it all.
But that was then, and this is now. We are right in the middle of what I call the AI creator revolution. And look, this isn't just about some cool new app on your phone. This is a fundamental shift that is smashing those old barriers to pieces, opening the doors for literally anyone to become an entrepreneur.
So what exactly is an AI creator? Well, it's a whole new type of business person. It's someone who uses these incredible AI tools not to replace their own creativity, but to supercharge it. They automate all the boring, repetitive, time-sucking parts of the job, which means they don't need a degree in design or years of video editing experience to create amazing things. And the difference this makes is just staggering. I mean, look at these numbers. Something like video editing, which used to take an entire 8-hour workday, can now be done in the time it takes to grab a coffee. That's not just a little bit better, it completely flips the script on how we think about creative work. And this number right here, this really drives it home. An average of 25 hours saved every single week. That's more than a full day of your life you get back. What could you do with that time? You could start another business, learn a new skill, or maybe just relax. That's the real power we're talking about.
Okay, so the theory is cool, but how do you actually do it? How does this work in the real world? Well, I'm going to walk you through 2 proven, step-by-step playbooks that people are using right now to build a real income stream with these tools. So, playbook number 1 is what I like to call the digital product empire. This is all about creating and selling digital stuff on a platform like Etsy. The beautiful part is that the entire process from the moment someone buys to the moment they get the product is totally automated. No boxes, no tape, no trips to the post office.
And here's how simple the workflow is. First, you just find a popular niche. Think about what people are searching for, like digital planners or social media templates. Second, you fire up a tool like Canva's AI. You don't have to be a designer. You can literally just type what you want, like create a minimalist wedding invitation, and it does the heavy lifting. Third, you ask ChatGPT to write you an amazing title and description that'll get you found. And last, you list it on Etsy. That's it. You're done. The platform handles the sale and delivery forever.
All right, playbook number 2 is for the content creators out there. It's about building an automated content machine, sometimes called a faceless YouTube channel. This is where you create and monetize videos without ever having to be on camera or even use your own voice.
And this is the magic tool stack that makes it all possible. Use ChatGPT to write your scripts. Then, a tool like 11 Labs creates a voiceover that sounds unbelievably human. After that, services like Pictory or InVideo take your script and automatically build a whole video for you using stock clips. You can whip up an amazing thumbnail with Midjourney and Canva, and finally, use something like TubeBuddy to make sure your video gets seen. It's like having a whole production team in your browser. Now, the money you can make is huge, but you have to be smart about it. It all comes down to your niche. This chart shows RPM, that's just fancy talk for how much you earn for every 1,000 views. As you can see, a finance channel can make 5, even 10 times more than a general entertainment channel for the exact same amount of work. So yeah, choosing your niche is absolutely crucial. Okay, now hold on. Before you run off and launch your new AI empire, we have to talk about the hidden traps. This is the stuff nobody tells you about, and it can sink you before you even start. Trust me, you want to pay attention here, so you don't have to learn these lessons the hard way. So, the first big one is the quality trap. Because AI is so fast and easy, It's tempting to just mass-produce hundreds of generic, low-effort designs or videos. But the algorithms on Etsy and YouTube are smart. They can spot this kind of chup, that's a Turkish word for garbage, and they are designed to bury it. They'll push it so far down the search results that nobody will ever find it. Quality and originality will always beat pure quantity.
But as bad as the quality trap is, it's not the most dangerous one. No. The single biggest risk, the one that can get you into real trouble, is the legal trap of copyright. This is a super complicated and rapidly changing area of the law, and if you get it wrong, it can cost you dearly.
So what does this actually mean? Well, the U.S. Copyright Office has been pretty clear on this. For something to get copyright protection, a human has to have had significant creative input. If you just type a prompt and use exactly what the AI spits out, that work is considered public domain. You don't own it. And that means anyone can copy it, use it, and sell it. And this is where you have to be really, really smart. Using AI to copy a specific artist's style or something that looks a lot like existing copyrighted work, that's the danger zone. The smart path, the legal path, is to use AI as a starting point, like a first draft, and then you come in and add your own major creative changes. The magic word here is transformation. You have to make it your own.
So, after all that, where does it leave us? Honestly, it leaves us in an incredibly exciting place. AI isn't the creator. You are. AI provides the tools, the muscle, the speed. But you, the human, you provide the vision, the strategy, and the creative spark.
So here's your path forward. First, think of AI as your co-pilot. It handles the boring stuff, but you are still flying the plane. Second, focus on quality over quantity. Build a brand people actually like and trust, not just a farm for generic content. Third, always add your unique human touch. That is your ultimate competitive advantage. And finally, stay informed. This space is changing by the minute, and knowledge is your best defense. The old barriers have been torn down. The tools are more accessible and powerful than ever before. The opportunity is right there in front of you. So the only question left is the one on the screen. AI is the tool. What will you create? Thanks for tuning in.